What's up guys, this is a trade breakdown of the setup I took on Nasdaq. Now the reason for this trade is quite simple. First off, if you look on the left of Nasdaq, you can actually see that Nasdaq took out a liquidity, which was a high liquidity. And after taking out that liquidity, what can we see? So we saw that price continue going to the upside. Obviously, Nasdaq was actually bullish on that day, but what can we see that happened? Why did we choose a sell bias regardless of Nasdaq being bullish? So we can actually see here now on the RSI, which I will show you guys right now. So you can see now that on the RSI that price is forming a higher high on the candlesticks and forming a lower high on the RSI. What does that mean? That indicates that we have a divergence, and once there is a divergence, you know that indicates reversal. The market is about to reverse to the downside, or if it's going down, market is about to reverse to the upside. So since we already have our divergence on our RSI, we know that okay, fine, Nasdaq is about to form a form of reversal. So the next thing we're looking forward to was a change of character on the market. So you can actually see here that this was our last break of structure in the market. So this was our last break of structure, our last valid break of structure in the market after price took out the liquidity, which is this line right here. So since this was our last low that broke structure to the upside after price taking out liquidity, reversal is only going to happen if that low can be taken out. And what can we see here? We can see that this bearish engulfing candle actually finally took out these lows. You can see that it sold to the downside. So you can see it was the same thing on the 4-hour time frame. This was our last break of structure to the upside, and this was our change of character to the downside, both on the 1-hour time frame and the 4-hour time frame. So went on the 1-hour time frame zone here. I actually marked out the supply zone first, and I didn't want to enter out the supply zone because I needed to see extra added confirmation to verify that yes, this thing we did hold. So first off, you go to the line chart. When price entered our supply zone here, so this was our last low. If you can look at it here, I'm going to zoom in a bit now. So when price entered our supply zone, this was our last low. So if price is able to break this low, then we know that this supply zone is going to hold. If price wasn't able to break this low, then we know that the supply zone was probably going to fail. So what happened? You can see that the supply zone, this low was taken out by this bearish engulfing candle here. And once the low was taken out, remember guys, previous support turned resistance. So I actually marked this. So this was our form of support, our form of previous support, the last support that we had in the market. So I put a line there and I placed my limit just below the support because once that support is broken, it turns to resistance. So you can see what happened. I put my limit here. Then my stop loss was up in the overall high. So it was in the overall supply zone, the supply order block high. And then my TP, usually I go for 3 hours, so it's a 3-hour TP. I only trade during London session or New York session. So that's why I entered based off this candle. This candle activated 9 a.m., which was London open. That's when this candle activated the trade and activated the trade very nicely, and then went and sold all the way to the downside without any form of problems. So if you enjoy forex trading content like this, I'd like to see more of my video. Don't forget to hit the like on the video, follow and subscribe to my channel, follow this page, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Do have a lovely, safe, and an amazing day. Goodbye, everybody.